Hello everyone, my name is Ray, who is in charge of the technical service. Today, I'm going to introduce you the NPort W Series, which means the wireless NPort. To start this course, there are some basic lessons I recommend you to learn first. The serial essentials, the Ethernet essentials, and the Wi-Fi essentials. And this course is for all the technical service engineers. This lesson is going to introduce the NPort W Series, and I will focus on the key features and how to troubleshoot when you meet issues. In this lesson, you will have the whole concept of Mozart NPort W Series and also the key features of it. And the last part is how to troubleshoot. This is today's agenda and is separated to 4 parts. In the first paragraph, I'll tell you what the NPort W Series is. In the second part, I'm going to introduce you the key features of NPort W Series. And then the third is how to configure the NPort W Series. And in the last part is the troubleshooting. Let's start with what NPort W Series is. In the beginning, there is only serial application. A PC or a host connects to the serial device directly. And when Ethernet technology becomes more and more popular, users may want to extend the distance between the PC console and serial device with the Ethernet technology. So, Mozart introduced the NPort series to link serial device on Ethernet network. And with the Ethernet solutions, the distance is limited by the cables. As you know, the Ethernet can only connect to 100 meters without a hub, and it needs miles and miles cables. To solve it, Mozart launched the NPort W Series to provide a Wi-Fi solution for users, and there should be no more Ethernet cables. So far, there are 2 products of Mozart NPort W Series: NPort W2050 Plus or NPort W2050A. The NPort W2050A is the advanced version with better features. As you can see, I highlight in this comparison sheet. It has level 2, which means 1 kV surge protection of the serial port, and the fast roaming function to decrease the roaming time to under 500 milliseconds, and with lower power consumption, 2.4 watts. This is how NPort W2050A looks like. It has the screw power jack or terminal block interface for 12 to 48 volts direct current power input, and the 5 signal stress LED indicators for you to check about the wireless connection. The second part is for the key features. Here comes with some features of NPort W2050A, and I would like to highlight 2 points. The first one is, it has the enhanced surge protection for serial line level 2 1 kV, and the Ethernet interface for level 2 1 kV, and the power line level 3 2 kV protection. And we also implement a new feature here, the fast roaming in NPort W2050A. And let's explain this more detail in the following slides. For the surge protection, according to the IEC 61000-4-5, from level 0 to level 3, the protection level is from 0 to 2 kV. And our NPort W2050A series all tested and certified for the serial line, power line, and the Ethernet line. The wireless roaming function is useful for moving devices. For example, when a vehicle needs to send the position information to control center in the building, the vehicle probably moves to different area and close to APs or more. At this moment, you will need the roaming function. And in general, the roaming may need 5 to 10 seconds to change from one AP to another. But for our NPort W2050A, the fast roaming can decrease the time to 500 milliseconds. There's another scenario that fast roaming may work. For example here, the NPort W2050A is covered by AP1 and AP2, but at this time, the NPort W2050A is connected to AP1. And if the AP1 is powered off, by accident or by it just crashed, the NPort W2050A will change from AP1 to AP2 immediately. The time period will less than 500 milliseconds. How the fast roaming sounds like? I think it's very useful. So, where can you find it in our NPort W2050A? Please log in to the web console, and it will under the network settings, wireless LAN settings, and then profile. You can find the fast roaming and to enable or disable it. When you enable it, please select 3 channels. And these 3 channels is for NPort W2050A. When it enables fast roaming, which channels it will need to scan. Let's talk about how to configure NPort W Series now. To configure the wireless settings of NPort W Series is simple. You can find the profile page under network settings and wireless LAN settings. And there are 3 things you should configure. First one, network type. The second, general properties. And the third, security properties. And in the following slides, we will go through above 3 parts. When you click the profile page, the first thing you should choose is the network type. There are 2 types, infrastructure mode or ad hoc mode. And use infrastructure mode when there is an access point in the wireless network. Or uses the ad hoc mode when the NPort W Series is going to connect to another NPort W. And in most cases, there may be an access point in the network. Below slides will based on infrastructure mode to introduce the other detailed settings. After you choose the infrastructure mode, you should click the General button to create a wireless LAN profile for this setting. And there are 2 things you should check. First, operation mode. Which frequency are you using for this wireless network? AO2.11bg mode or AO2.11a. And the second is the SSID. The NPort W Series should use the same SSID to connect to the target access point. After you configure the general settings, you should click the security button to configure the security properties. And you will need to configure authentication and encryption. These settings must match the settings on the wireless device at the other end of the connection, such as the access point. And different settings and options are available depending on how authentication and encryption are configured. Let's go to the last part, troubleshooting. The NPort W2050A provides some LED indicators to show you the status of it. The wireless LAN LED indicates which interface it is using now. When it's off, means the wired Ethernet port is working. When it is on, it will try to establish a wireless connection to an AP that you already configured. And there are also 5 signal stress LEDs, which shows you the wireless signal of the wireless connection from 1 to 5, which represents the signal from bad to good and excellent. But if you have the problem to establish a wireless connection between device and the access point, what will you do? In general, we may download a site survey software and then try to site survey it to check about the wireless signal of the AP. But the signal strength result belongs to the network adapter of the notebook, not NPort. And we have a built-in site survey function for our NPort W series. It can detect the signal strength of the access point via our wireless NPort. And the detecting signal strength is a real signal strength of NPort. And how to do it? There are 3 steps. 1. Use a wired Ethernet cable to connect the notebook and the wireless NPort. 2. Open the web console. 3. Specify the site survey under System Monitoring and System Status, and then Wireless LAN Site Survey. In the Wireless LAN Site Survey screen, you can see the SSID, security, speed, channel, and the signal strength. You also can sort by function. It is more convenient to get what you need. And please note that Java must be enabled in your web browser for the wireless LAN site survey page to display properly. After today's introduction, there are 3 things to remember. Our NPort W series has enhanced surge protection for serial LAN and the power lines. And it also has fast automatic wireless fast roaming. And to configure it is very simple, only 3 steps. Step 1, the wireless network type. Step 2, for the general settings. And step 3, for the security properties. And if you have an issue to install it, you can check the LED indicators for wireless connection and use the site survey tool to check the wireless environment. Thank you for your time and congratulations to you to finish this course. Remember to do the quiz to find out how much you have learned.